Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Classic. We are still in Westfall. We're at Sentinel Hill right now. I came back here before heading south so we could repair our gear. And we also found another quest, so always pays to look around the hubs. Otherwise you're going to miss quests, and we've already done that in other zones. Let's see, red leather bandanas. The Defias front is constantly shifting. I've been following their movements for quite some time now. On a side note, I've ascertained that many members of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear. Bring me 15 of these bandanas and I'll see to it that you're rewarded. We probably could have been doing this all along, but we're going to be fighting a bunch more Defias, so that's okay. We'll get the bandanas we need. No doubt. And it's probably going to be a good idea to go ahead and set our hearth here. That's going to make it a little bit easier because we are going to have to travel quite a ways to the south. And we need to find somebody to repair our armor, which I haven't found yet. General trade goods, that's great. We can sell our inventory at least. But what we really need is an armor smith or something. We're just going to get rid of everything that we don't absolutely need. I probably should do some crafting to get rid of some of those materials out of our inventory and turn them into actual usable potions. This has strength and stamina on it. So this is actually a little bit, very slightly better than what we have. And it looks exactly the same. Fair enough. It is a generic buckler after all. We have a bunch of heavy linen. I should have done that before recording. That would have been smart. Alright, so that clears up some inventory space. Where are we going to find an armorer? Maybe over here at the mill? Some peons.
Hello. Hey there.
Very chipper peons.
What can I do for you?
You could repair my armor if you knew how, but you don't. That's very odd. Let's go check these stands over here. And trade supplies, that's not going to do it. Bread merchant? It's hard for me to believe they wouldn't have someone here who could repair armor. I've checked the tower, and there's nobody there that I saw. Bowyer.
Hey there.
Oh, thank God. Thank you so much. There we go.
See you around.
Let's check out our alchemy. Lesser healing potions. We need to make all of these. And we probably need to visit an alchemy trainer pretty soon to see if we can learn anything else. Don't need the mana potions. Alright, we're headed south here, and we're going to be doing the People's Militia and hopefully Red Leather Bandanas together, and that's going to be down in this little area here south of Moonbrook, so we have quite a bit of traveling to do. The sun is setting on the land of Westfall this evening. That's something that in the zones in retail WoW, I don't feel like you really see enough change from different periods of time throughout the day as far as the lighting is concerned. The zones are so thematic and so specifically colored. Even the skyboxes are very specific to the zones in current retail and the recent expansions, that even when it's dark out, you can't really tell that it's dark out. But in the classic zones, especially in vanilla, you could really tell what time of day it was by the kind of lighting, and when it gets dark, it actually got kind of dark out. And I find that very interesting. I remember a time in my life when I was playing WoW when I actually was only able to play at night, so all I ever saw of the game in the zones were the nighttime you know, segments, and then the very rare occasion that I would play during the day back then, it'd be very visually different. Let's not wander right into this knoll camp. Oh, they're they're all coming after us. And there's too many of them to fight. I got too used to the mobs here being lower level than us, and these guys are not lower level than us. I'm very happy they reset so quickly, because that's not always the case. I think we're gonna go down here to find these Defias folks. Let's see if we can... Oh, they're already in a party. What about you? There's one. Alright, that's cool. Let's get in here and see if we can save her now that we've invited her to a group. Everyone appreciates having their life saved, don't they? And if we see anybody else just coming into the area and kind of starting the quest, we'll try to grab them as well. Because for kill quest, the more the merrier. Which is probably why they ask you to kill so many, because they kind of anticipated that you would want to group with other players. Which isn't always the case in current WoW. Can I get this guy without pulling all three? Negative, Batman. That's... Okay. Let's get our Ren going on all of them, just get some passive damage out. Could weaken them. And I have to be looting them as well because I think we can get the red leather bandanas off of these guys. I hope. If not, I'll just have to go farm the lower level guys that are near town. I could go defensive stance here, I just don't think these guys do enough damage to warrant it. We have a pet helping us tank, so I think it's okay to stay in battle stance. Wicked Blackjack. It's 14 to 26. Don't need that. Did these guys respawn already?
More rage. Not enough rage. More rage. Not enough rage. I can't do that yet. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Alright, this is going swimmingly. Oh, there's a bandana, so they will drop these bandanas if we are patient and diligent in looting them. The mage should be a little bit more careful about mage pulling, but that's fine. I guess that implies trust in us to pick it off of them. My charge is... We're a little too... There we go, there we go. Somehow he didn't react to us before charge went off. That's nice.
I'm out of range.
We could try out defensive stance for a bit. The annoying thing is if you want to charge, you have to stance. It's not annoying. It just is what it is, I guess. Are we going back into this camp, boys? Okay, well, hold on a second. Hey, 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 hey. Where are we going? I think we trained Mocking Blow. At least I had thought we did. Perhaps we did not train Mocking Blow. That's going to be something we're going to want to pick up. Maybe I charge in, use some of our rage, and then we switch over to defensive stance.
Not enough rage.
And I probably need to keybind defensive stance so I don't have to click on the stance bar every time. That would be intelligent. That would be intelligent. I wonder if we can go ahead and do that. So if I bind defensive stance to something like that, then it might make my life a little bit easier if I do want to stance. There is a talent we can take that lets us retain some of our rage upon switching stances. So that could help us out a lot. Twin-bladed axe of the bear. We haven't used any two-handed weapons at all yet. I don't want to give up the defense and armor of the shield. Nobody this way. Farming our little camp over there might be our best bet. I think we're still too low of a level for Dead Mines. I wouldn't want to tank it being under level. Hey, look, all of our buddies are back. Do I have my buddies? No. We don't. Maybe if I charge in here, they'll come help us. Famous last words. Yeah, that was pretty foolish, I guess. I kind of expected them to come help me, but they were just a little bit too late. What kind of a corpse run are we looking at? Quite a great corpse run here. Very, very embarrassing. And we're back. We won't do that again. I got a little carried away. Got a little carried away in a tanking frame of mind, and it didn't work out. So we'll continue to be a little bit more careful.
Not enough rage.
I'm gonna check over here to see if they've defeated anybody that I could loot. I don't see any sparklies on the ground. Oh, yes I do. Just want to make sure that I get the bandanas that I need. Also, there's something over here. Aha, a quest.
Interested on a pint?
What does he need? In order for our rich lager to taste more like beer and less like stew, hops are needed. 5 hops. Don't I have some hops? Oh look, I have all the hops I need.
Got my attention.
Alright.
Off with you.
No experience for that quest. He just wants to give us booze, I guess.
Watch your back.
That's fine. Doesn't really help us, but... It increases stamina by 3. That's not too bad. It's the last highwaymen we need, and then we need 2 more planestalkers.
Not enough rage.
And now we need specifically Path Stalkers, although I'm sure we'll have to fight some others. Which is okay, because we still need 4 bandanas.
It's too far away. I can't do that.
Whoops. Silverleaf, I'll take it. That's a highwayman. Scout down here for any path stalkers we might find. Nada. But we'll just fight whatever we come across until we don't need any more bandanas. That
More rage.
mage is generating a crap ton of threat.
I need to target something first.
I like that we're getting a lot of wool now. We should be able to go to the first aid trainer and learn wool bandages. We have more than enough linen to level up by crafting like 20 or 30 heavy linen bandages, so should be moving into wool soon. These path stalkers are not very common, and I say that in one appears in front of our face.
Need more rage. Not enough rage.
Wall of the Eagle. That'd be great for a paladin. More silverleaf. We can grab that. That's it. Alright, so we got all the kills that we need. We do still need a couple I am no longer grouping, thank you very much. We do still need a couple of bandanas. I could probably just get them on my own around here. Or I could loot the corpses that I have not looted. And that would probably help quite a bit. Could have stayed grouped up, I guess, till we're out of the area, but it's fine. I need bandanas, which means I don't particularly want to loot Share. I'm not going to go for that 3-pull. That's exactly what I'm not going to do. Go for one of these guys down here.
Get closer.
Out of the way of all the bigger packs.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
I just love clubbing them in the back of the head as they try to escape. It feels kind of brutal, but they're the ones who are running away, and I'm not exactly going to just let them get away, so... Alright, we're done down here. Let's hearth it, huh? That sounds like a good idea. Could turn in the bandanas over here.
Well met.
Nice work, Night Elf. Please accept one of these items as payment for your hard work. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take the boots. That's an upgrade for us.
Bless you.
Excellent, excellent. Very cool looking. And then this one should turn in back at the tower. And I'm wondering if it's going to chain into anything else, or if that's going to be it.
What can I do for you?
When I left the tainted lands of Lordaeron, I returned to a grim state of affairs here in my homeland, but there is hope for Westfall yet. As proven by your valor in battle, it is obvious to me that you serve our cause with honor. It is with great pride that I induct thee into the people's militia. May the light shine upon you. That's not going to be an upgrade, but we'll take it. Actually, we'll take this because it's going to sell for more.
For the Alliance.
And oh boy. Oh boy. That did not get us to level 20.
Looking for something specific?
Binds when equipped. That might be something to sell in the auction house. I'm going to hang on to that. That's actually kind of good. I've been so bad about getting to the auction house, though. I have all these items that are bind unequipped. Sell the soulbound stuff.
Safe travels.
And then from here, we have the quest to get into Shire in the Redridge Mountains. The band of wretches responsible for driving the good people of Westfall from their land call themselves the Defias Brotherhood. I need you to infiltrate this clan of thugs. We need to know who heads up the cartel and where they are hiding out. In Shire, in the inn, there is a rogue by the name of Wiley who owes me a favor. Travel to Shire in the Redridge Mountains east of Elwian and find out what you can. Maybe this will be our next move. It's a pretty straight shot run through Elwian Forest. It's kind of a long one, but it's not dangerous and it's not difficult. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to spare you guys most of that running. So with any luck, with some editing magic, we will see you in the Redridge Mountains pretty soon. I was thinking, you could say what you will about the monotony of having to run on your own 2 feet to level 40. I'm sure some people absolutely hate it, but I enjoy it and I kind of find it cathartic and relaxing when we have to do some of these long walks, especially through areas that are basically safe. It's very scenic. It gives you time to kind of think about the game or whatever you want. And it's much more immersive feeling to me than current WoW, where I can swoop in on my flying mount, drop off of it into a group of 10 mobs, slaughter them all with a few button presses, jump back on my mountain and fly away. And thereby never experiencing a lot of the content. Now obviously in every expansion they do make you walk for a little while, but eventually you're not walking anymore. Eventually you're just flying around, dropping down out of the sky like an angel of death, and then flying away. And so I much prefer this kind of slower approach because you give time for more reflection and you get to really see all the artwork that the game has to offer. It's really nice. That being said, I think we are approaching our destination here in Redridge. And it's really nice to see everybody doing the same. You get to see the people who are using the roads, the means of transit. We're all kind of in this together, following similar paths, and that leads to the easy grouping that we've seen so far. Whereas you don't organically group a lot in retail WoW, especially when you're just out killing mobs. It's so easy to kill mobs that in retail WoW you just don't really need groups. You're not led to grouping up, so it's much more a single player experience as what it has become. Shire is this way. Oh, but we have a breadcrumb here. Let's definitely grab this and see what level it is.
King's honor, friend.
Hail, warrior. I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen Gnoll encampments to the north and east of here. Shire must know of the gathering Gnoll force. Report to Deputy Feldon in Shire and tell him of the Gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Feldon will offer you a scout's wage. Feldon's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge to Shire.
Be careful.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Alright, so we're here just in time, it looks like. This is a green quest. It's our lead-in quest, and it's green. We have our other breadcrumb that we got that's going to take us up here. That is yellow, so the mobs are at a good level, it seems. This could be very good for us. This could be very good for us. And I kind of dig this area too. Again, this is an area that I've actually never really quested in. I might have spent some time here post-Cataclysm, but I can't even really remember if I did or not. This town looks kind of familiar, so I must have been here at some point. But again, that was post-Cataclysm, where the entire story of every zone now, as you level through WoW now, you're stuck in this kind of place in time where the Cataclysm just happened, and all the stories that are being told in the leveling zones are all about the events of the Cataclysm, which is like you're existing back in time.
Greetings.
Which isn't really a good feeling and doesn't make sense. It's really unfortunate that the current leveling experience in World of Warcraft is focused so much upon the events of a now pretty ancient expansion pack. Whereas in Classic, it's just about the zones themselves and these things that were happening in the zones with the inhabitants there, and not focused on the shattering or the Cataclysm. Let's see, encroaching gnolls. There are Redridge gnolls that close to Albion? They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Shire may not be the only humans under siege. Here's your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. Well, that's why we're here. We don't have the men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Redridge for gnolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their number and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those gnolls camped all along the southern road of Redridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, and you will be rewarded. Kill 10 mongrels, kill 10 poachers, and report back.
For the Alliance.
All along the southern road. Perhaps down that away. We need to grab the flight point, heck yeah.
Well met.
So we're pretty good now. We can fly to a lot of places here. We can get all the way to Ironforge. We can get to Stormwind. We can get back to Westfall. We can go to Loch Bodan. So we're looking pretty good
See you
here
around.
as far as flight points are concerned. I do want to run into town and see if there are any other quests that we could pick up. Although we will likely start with heading south and taking out those gnolls, which we'll probably find basically anywhere. But look at this, we got a bunch of quests here we can pick up. And so let's go ahead and do that, shall we?
Need help?
Marshal Maris, Blackrock Menace. The Blackrock Orcs have traveled from the Burning Steppes and claimed Stonewatch Keep to the north. From there they maraud the areas north of Lakeshire and keep its citizens in town penned like cattle. Help rid Lakeshire of this menace, kill these Blackrock Orcs, and bring me 10 of their battle-worn axes as proof. And although Blackrocks threaten us from the north, we receive reports of more in the southeastern pocket of Redridge. If you find any there, then they too should be hunted. 10 axes.
Go with honor, friend.
From Blackrock Orcs. Very cool. Get to take on some orcs.
How are you?
The Lost Tools. I could really use a hand here. With the town under siege, it's been hard to get supplies. My tools were being delivered from Goldshire by wagon, but the bridge was blown out. We put the tools in a boat, but the orcs just hit it with a catapult. Just my luck, my toolbox sank right to the bottom of the lake. Retrieve my toolbox, and I'll make it worth your while.
Have a good one.
Like, this lake? Right here somewhere? Okay, yeah, we can do some swimming as much as I am loath to swim. We'll do it.
Hey there.
This guy has 2 quests. Elmore's Task. There's a dwarven weaponsmith in Stormwind, Grimond Elmore, who sent word that he needs help with a delivery. I believe he wants the package sent to his homeland in the north. You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested in some legwork, then speak with Grimond. We could use you down here, so this is going to send us somewhere else.
See you later.
Not too interested in
I
that
do
right
for
now.
you?
We have enough breadcrumbs. The price of shoes. I've been using so much iron keeping the Stormwind guards outfitted that I don't have enough to supply the stable's horses with shoes. Take this note to blacksmith Argus in Goldshire. It explains to him my problem and requests a shipment of horseshoes. Unfortunately, no flight point in Goldshire.
Be careful.
We'll do that one eventually. I love this town. I think it's really cool and well laid out. Anybody need anything in the town hall? Of course you do.
Good day to you.
Solomon's Law. An enemy of Stormwind has taken up residence in the eastern foothills of Redridge. This wicked villain uses the arcane to spread terror and misery upon our town and our people. Under the name Morganth, he conducts his evil business. Morganth now controls the Shadowhide Gnoll clan to perform his biddings. As stated by the law of Lakeshire, aiding a criminal of the kingdom is punishable by death. These vile gnolls must be killed. Turn in 10 Shadowhide pendants to me, and you shall be rewarded.
See you around.
Greetings.
Messenger to Stormwind. These are trying times, warrior. The township is under constant siege. Without reinforcement, we will certainly face defeat. The message I now entrust to you is of utmost importance. Get this to the General Marcus Jonathan of Stormwind immediately. Once your delivery is made, return to me at once with any news, be it good or bad. Now make haste.
Be careful.
Gotta go to Goldshire, gotta go to Stormwind. But we're gonna do everything in the area first before we backtrack. Let's check out these quests. Lost Tools and the Message to Stormwind are green. I hope they don't go gray if we hit level 20. I hope we have another level on them. And then everything else here is yellow or orange, which is going to be great for us.
What can I do for you?
Selling fish. Lake Everstill is famous for its spotted sunfish. There's always demand for them, and I'm running low. Bring me a batch of 10 and I'll barter well for them. If you can't fish yourself, then maybe you can get them off the Murlocs. Bring 10 spotted sunfish to the Dockmaster. We can fish for ourselves if they're actually going to drop for us. That might not be something I subject you guys to. It's not very exciting to watch someone fish in WoW for 20 or 30 minutes.
Hello.
A free lunch. Can you do me a favor? I've prepared a lunch for Guard Parker, but he's out on patrol. He's a big, strong Stormwind guard who can defend himself, but it's much too dangerous out there for a townsperson like me. So if you deliver his lunch for me, then come back here and I'll give you a free lunch. Parker patrols a stretch of road leading to Duskwood.
See you later.
I hope we don't find his body instead of giving him a lunch. Even the barkeep wants something.
Well met.
I find myself in quite a pinch here. The bottles are close to running dry. The latest booze shipment is long overdue. The orc invasion has been hell. Perhaps you can go to work for me. I need you to pick up a keg of Thunderbrew lager from Grimboo's Thunderbrew in the Westfall Hills, a cask of Merlot from Stormwind, a bottle of moonshine from Darkshire, and a skin of sweet rum from Goldshire. Goldshire, Westfall, Stormwind, Darkshire. Bring those back to me, and I will see to it you are rewarded. A bulging coin purse? That could be interesting. I hope there's gold inside. That's a lot of traveling that we'll probably do piecemeal.
Bless you.
I supply only the finest goods.
Alright, anybody else hiding back here with a quest? Nothing down here. And do we want to set our hearth here? Yes, we do, if we can find the innkeep. There
I
she
buy
is.
and trade. Farewell. Help you find something?
Tell me about dungeons I could explore. Dead mines. Dead mines can be found south of Moonbrook. Once the greatest gold production center in the human lands, the dead mines are now inhabited by the Defias brothers, who have turned the dark tunnels into their private sanctum. It is rumored that the thieves have conscripted the clever goblins to help them build something terrible at the bottom of the mines. But what that may be is still uncertain. Rumor has it that the way into the dead mines lies through the quiet, unassuming village of Moonbrook. We are going to do
Safe
dead mines
travels.
soon. We are going to do it soon. What is this? I seem to have a turn-in. Upstairs. It's going to be upstairs. It's one of our breadcrumbs.
You need something?
This guy looks cool. So Stout Mental sent you. Well, I owe him. What I am about to tell you could cost me my life. The Defias gang is up to something big. Last I heard, they were working in conjunction with various gnolls, kobolds, and even goblins. Take this note to Stout Mantle. It explains as much as I know on the subject. Take his note back to Westfall.
For the Alliance.
Anybody else hiding around up here? Tailoring supplies, don't need those. Whoops. Alright. Is that everything? Well, I see some buildings way over here, so I doubt that we're done picking up quests. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming actually how many quests there are here.
Hello.
An unwelcome guest. Once again, my garden was trampled and pillaged, and I know the brute who is doing it. It's that forsaken boar, the one Marshal Maris has taken to culling Bellygrub. I won't be able to replant the daffodils until next season now. Ruined. All ruined by that one menacing boar. Put an end to the pest. Show me his tusk, and I'd be happy to reward you. He seems to spend his time foraging in the fields southwest of Lakeshire, but occasionally he roams over here into my garden.
Have a good one.
Our quest log is full, guys. Our quest log. You can have up to 25 active quests. So, I think the best bet is that we can ditch some of these from Ashenvale and just pick them back up when we head back there. How does that sound? If we're going to stay here, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Let's just abandon these for now. And we will eventually head back to Astronar and we'll just be able to pick them back up.
Hey there. Be careful.
And I'd be interested to know how you feel about the reading of these quests and when we should do it. So far, I've just been reading them as they pop up, but maybe we should just grab them, and then as we go to do them, I could read the quest then. That might be a little less overwhelming than grabbing all these, reading through them, but then not really remembering the content of the quest as we go to do it. Maybe if we read them one at a time as we set out on that specific quest, that will keep us a little bit more focused on exactly what we're doing and what the story is. Let me guys know what you think, but I think I might try that approach going forward. So we'll grab this,
Safe travels.
but until we go to do it, we won't read everything. I realize that listening to me read quests for 20 minutes is probably not very entertaining, and it would probably be more appropriate to read them as we set out, just to keep it fresh in our minds. With that being said, I think we're going to take a little bit of a break here. We have quite a few things to do in Redridge. Some of them are just run around. This one wants us to go to Stormwind. The free lunch, we just need to find this guy on the road leading to Darkshore. Dry Times, we need to travel around and buy a bunch of booze. Lost Tools are going to be in the lake, so we're going to do that one. Assessing the threats, we're going to do that because that should be Southern Redridge, so we'll just head to the south to do that. Redridge Goulash. We'll probably just find these monsters all about as we travel, so we'll track that one. The price of shoes, we need to go to Goldshire. Blackrock Menace. We can track that. They said that they're up to the north, but they also... north of Lakeshire. There are reports of pockets to the southeast. So maybe as we're down here taking on gnolls, we might find some orcs. So these are the ones that we're going to work on when we come back. I think this is going to be a good zone for us to get some levels in and then possibly head back to Ashenvale. But let me guys know what you think. I hope you're still enjoying the series. I'm definitely still having a great time with it. And I really appreciate all the support. It actually means a lot to me. So we'll see you guys again real soon. Take care and wish me luck.